Hello, students. This video is to go over the company presentation, which is the second part to your company project, the research that you did. So the company research project, which many of you have completed already, some of you are behind and still working on it. Once that's completed, you're going to make a presentation. Typically in a Business 104 course, you would be in a classroom setting and you'd be put in groups and you'd actually make an actual presentation together and present in front of the class. But this is an asynchronous online course. Some of you are in different countries, different time zones. It doesn't quite work out that well when we are in an accelerated course. Having you meet up online to record with each other and work with each other at different time zones is difficult because this is not an asynchronous assignment that's being asked of you. This assignment would require you to meet at a specific time all at once to record, to present. And if I did a live session via Zoom or a classroom session on the computer and everyone had to log in and make a presentation, some of you might be logging in at a time zone that's not normally the time you'd be up. And that wouldn't be fair to those to those students that are in different countries with time zones vastly different. So I don't think that makes sense either. Since this is an asynchronous course, the benefit to the student is to be able to assume the work asynchronously. So I'm going to remove the group element from this and have you present independently. I will change the document and re-upload it to represent those changes. But for now, you won't be placed in groups. This is going to be an individual presentation. I'm giving you two options. One option is you can record yourself on Zoom, just like I'm doing, make a quick 3 to 5 minute presentation, upload it on Blackboard. I'm going to go over the instructions on how to do that. Or you can do a PowerPoint presentation. The PowerPoint presentation, it just needs to be at least 4 slides. They need to be detailed and explanatory. Just don't copy and paste what you did on the research project and post it up in a PowerPoint. I'm giving you the option to either do a Zoom recording. I do not need the PowerPoint if you do a Zoom recording. So I'm going to change the requirements here. The requirements initially required you to do both because it's a group project. Since it's being done individually, I don't want to put too much work in that matter. So either you're going to do a PowerPoint presentation or a Zoom recording. So just as you see me talking and I'm recording myself, you would do the same thing and make a presentation. Using PowerPoint is fairly self-explanatory. I won't go into detailed information about how to create a PowerPoint presentation, but I will go over how to do a Zoom recording and how to use Zoom so you could do that. I would prefer you do a Zoom recording and actually make the presentation because it's called the company presentation. So that's my personal preference as the professor. I know some students might not have a video camera on their laptop or might not have a laptop accessible or a phone with a camera. So I am keeping that in mind that not all students have access to that technology, even though this is an online course and you should have access to it. I know some of you don't. So I'm allowing you to do a PowerPoint presentation instead. So that presentation, be it PowerPoint or a Zoom recording of yourself making a presentation, should follow these 4 areas. You do the introduction of your team and the company. The team, in this case, is just you. So you're introducing yourself. Hello, I'm so-and-so. My company is XYZ. Give me information, the profile of the company, which is a lot of the basic, the introductory information you did initially about your business and your research. Go over the competitive analysis with me and provide for me a conclusion. And you're doing that either through a Zoom recording or on a PowerPoint presentation. 3 to 5 minutes. It could be longer, and that's okay. Since it's not a team recording that I'm requiring, it's shorter. If you go over 5 minutes, that's fine. If you do 6, 7, 8 minutes, I'm okay with that. How do you do a Zoom recording? How do you go about doing this? So Zoom is free. You go to you go to Google Zoom or zoom.com. I think it's literally just www.zoom.com. You create an account and you sign in and you create a meeting room. And when you're in the meeting room, you can start the video, make sure your camera and everything, your camera and your microphone's working, and you can do all those tests. It does it for you automatically. You start the video so you can see yourself, and then you click on the more button. It has those little 3 dots, and you click start recording. If you have a phone, a cell phone, you can do it on your phone. You download the Zoom app, create an account, record yourself. It's really simple. And you can stop the recording when you're done through the same manner of how you started the recording. So you record yourself, make your presentation, stop it. If you have a trouble presenting, if you sort of slip up and stutter a bit, and don't worry, I'm not picky about it, okay? It's not a formal presentation. I'm not grading you formally as if you were presenting before investors, an entrepreneurship class or something, and we're really focusing on the presentation piece. In a live classroom setting, there'd be a lot more work done in regards to presentations and PowerPoints and speech and all that stuff. And so don't feel nervous, okay? Do your best. And you don't have to record yourself 50 times because you keep messing up. It's okay. Just make your presentation, don't stress it out. If you flub here and there, don't worry, okay? I don't want you looking down like this reading, okay? That's not a presentation. You're like reading from a script, that's not a presentation. Look at the camera if you can. Look at the presenter, me, or in this case, the camera, and speak. If you need to read something from a screen or a distance, do that. But don't look like this. I don't want that. Okay, so do your best. If you need to hold a piece of paper off to the side and look at it while you read, fine, but your head shouldn't be down reading like this. That's not a presentation. So first things first, download Zoom, make your recording, which I just discussed how to do. And then you need to be able to, and I put a link here, enable and starting local recordings. You can click on that if you need more assistance on that. Once you finish your recording, it's going to save it to a folder called Zoom on your computer. So usually Zoom will create a folder under documents. And when you can see here, this PC, documents, Zoom. So you go to documents, you'll see the Zoom folder, you click into the Zoom folder, you'll see all your recordings. You can click into the recording, that folder, which is the recording you did, and you'll see an MP, well, not under this one, let's click under this one. You see an MP4 file. It says video, MP4, that's the video, okay, the MP4 file. It may ask to do a conversion or some type of structure to get it set up to be able to use the video first, and it's all automatic when you hit OK. But this is the video that you would use to upload, and I'll go over that on Blackboard in a bit, show you how to do that. And if I were to click on this, for example, it will pull up the video of me talking and speaking, and you'll see the video, so you can watch the video. And that's how you access it. If you are wondering how you may go about doing that, I'm actually going to just Google Zoom recording, and Zoom will give you a resource, Zoom support, and you can just find under Zoom support how to do recordings. Enable and start local recordings, which I already linked for you. Recording meetings locally into the cloud. It gives you all these resources you can use to understand how to do that. But I just went over the basics with you. How to start, how to record, where to find it. Real easy. So this may seem overwhelming if you're looking at all this, if you're reading instructions on a support function. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you where it is. I literally just told you what to do. You log into Zoom, you create a meeting room, you start the video, make sure your audio is good, choose the option to record yourself and stop recording, done. Now the video is on your computer, or it could be on your phone if you're doing it on your phone mobile, or it's in the cloud if you set that up. But if it's on your computer, you can just go into your documents, Zoom, and you'll see the folder there. You click on and it's the MP4 folder. There's the recording. And then you would take that file, come to Blackboard, and the submission under weekly assignments would be week 8, because the last week when you make your submission. And you see here, group company presentation submission. I made the change, so now it says video or PowerPoint. Click into it. Actually, if you look, I wrote instructions. It says you can upload an MP4 video through Write Submission and grab a local file from your computer. So I already show you how to do that. So you can click here, Write Submission. You can also attach a file. So you could physically attach the MP4. If I click Write Submission, you could take what you needed to upload or post. You can hit this little plus sign here to add content, and you can throw it right in there. So Write Submission, 3 dots, add content, insert local files. And that's one way of doing that. And you can just put the MP4 in there. Likewise, you can attach the file as well and submit. And that's how you would submit or attach your Zoom recording. And I can watch you make a presentation. I would prefer you upload a Zoom presentation, or if you're a YouTube person and you want to do it through YouTube and post a YouTube link, I'm okay with that. The only reason I'm saying Zoom, because Zoom is free and it's really easy to record yourself. So that's why I'm showing you how to do it on Zoom. But if you have another way that I can access and look at, then that's easy, then do that. If you do an alternative method and I can't access it or view it, then I can't view it. So then I can't grade you. So I'm just letting you know, if you put the MP4 up there, I can access it and watch it. If you put the wrong file up there or don't know what you're doing and you think you put the right file, but it's the wrong file, I can't view it. Please make sure you are able to watch the video yourself. So if you go into Zoom and you click into the proper folder, and you'll know when you click into Zoom, it's only going to show you your recording folders, all right? So you'll see your recording. It's gonna be, you see how these dates are here? It has the date of the recording, the time, you'll know that's the recording. You click in there. If you click on your MP4 and play it, you will be able to see the recording. So you will know that is the recording, okay? If all this is confusing and you don't want to make a recording in the presentation and you're more comfortable doing a PowerPoint presentation, you can do that instead, okay? I'm making it easier for you to complete the assignment, given the fact that this course is not only asynchronous, but it's also a condensed course. So you have options. I'm giving you options and making it easier for you. I prefer the recording because it is a presentation, but I know some of you might not be able to do that. So that's how you do that. You could submit it here and you can complete that. So that should give you some basic idea of how to go about doing the assignment. Instructions are here. I will make some adjustments. I wrote here that you're going to be placed in the groups. You're not going to be placed in the groups. So I will make these changes. I'll re-upload it. The video takes precedence. I will also clarify that under the announcements as well, that it's going to be an individual submission for the presentation. And you can either choose to submit a Zoom presentation recording of yourself or submit a PowerPoint presentation. You have those options. So I'll clean this up to make the adjustments for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Just make sure that you submit something I can see and view. Make sure it's something that I can access and download. Make sure it's something that I can use to watch. If you submit something I can't access or use, you can email it to me too. I don't know, the size might be too big potentially, but you could try, if there's an issue with Blackboard, you could try emailing me, letting me know. Dropbox, Google Drive, you can give me a Google Drive link if you needed to, and I can access it. So as long as I can see it, it's okay, so I can grade it, it's okay. But I really want you to submit it on Blackboard, because in Blackboard I can grade it, leave feedback, leave submission feedback. So the grade will go through according to what you posted. So if you have any questions, let me know. This is just to give you some clarification on the company presentation that's due. And if you are struggling with your company research project and you're concerned about your presentation, email me, let me know. The PowerPoint is something you could do if you're behind, which is why I'm giving you the option to do the PowerPoint, because the PowerPoint would not require you to do a video. But if you're savvy and you understand what I just went over and you can follow it, it's super easy, super quick. It takes 2 minutes to set up a Zoom account. You can literally just start recording yourself, do your presentation, end recording, find the file, convert the file, which it'll do automatically. Watch it to make sure it works. Go to Blackboard, submit it, done. So it's pretty easy to do it that way. So again, any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Thank you.